What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Legion of Nerds. I'm Chuck.
I'm Brandy.
And I'm Johnny.
We're coming at y'all with another movie discussion tonight about A24's Civil War. If you like what we do here, make sure you hit that thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment, tell us what you want, tell us what you think about the movie, tell us what you think about what we think about the movie, whatever it is you want to tell us about. Anything, would you like to put your channel out there real quick?
Oh, well, the Metacaster on YouTube or Twitch. You'll find me on either one. I'm sure that he'll probably put a link to it in there.
I will. Yeah, I'll put a link up. Sorry.
Go follow. Watch my videos.
Yes, do that.
Let me know what y'all want to see from me.
That's right. We'll get her up going at some point too, maybe. All right, on to Civil War. We'll give our initial thoughts, as always, on the movie. And before we go into any spoilers, we'll let y'all know for sure. Would you like to start? Just your initial thoughts?
Beginning was real good. Then it slowed down for like 20, 30 minutes. But I mean, it's not meant to, like, after we watched it and we talked about it, you were like, yeah, it's not like supposed to be this big action pack filled movie.
Right.
But it was just the entire thing kind of slowed down for a bit. And
It did. Yeah.
I caught myself just kind of like withdrawing from the movie.
Yes.
But it hit a certain point. I forgot exactly what it was, but it drew me in, and after that, I pretty much stayed in, and I loved the movie. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I'd say probably an 8 out of 10 for me.
Heck yeah. Mm-hmm. It was good. I
Yeah.
liked it. What about you?
I enjoyed it. I very much enjoyed it. I struggled a little bit, like he said, through the middle of it. But that's because I was waiting for moments from the trailer.
Yes.
So that's not really anything that's the movie's fault.
Right.
So, I mean, it was about the same for me. I knew that part was coming, but...
Right. Oh, you talking about the Jesse Plemons part?
Yes.
Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, that's what everybody talks about. Yeah.
Because of how, like, it's got that realism to it. The whole movie's got the realism to it.
Oh, yeah.
And
if anybody thinks that stuff wouldn't happen, if structure broke down, and
then they're a freaking
stuff
liar.
like that would happen, and they'd be like, no, we'll talk about that later. My initial thoughts, like, I really did like the slow part. To me, this is my second time that when we watched it. To me, it's really a 4 buddies on a road trip movie.
It is.
In a war.
Yeah.
Like, the first time I kind of got but man, this time watching it, I really got this road trip movie. Like, in the midst of this war movie. You know what I mean? And I understand that it's from the journalists. Like, and to me, it was not it didn't lean any political side. Like, it didn't take a stance either way. It was just, like, apolitical. Like, it wanted to come from the journalists, the photographers. And I know there's a lot of bad stuff about the media these days, but you can't lie. Like, pictures don't lie. The pictures they're taking in war don't lie.
Exactly.
Like, the people can write up lies about it, but the pictures are real. And these people are out there, like, risking their lives to get these pictures back to us.
I have something to say towards that, but it'll be, I guess, in a little bit, because it kind of points out a big chunk of the movie.
Yeah.
So, but otherwise, I agree with you. I enjoyed the whole.
I think it was
middle ground.
B+ for me is what it was.
At least a B+.
Yeah.
I don't know what grade we're going on. I'm going.
No,
I mean,
hey, give your own grade.
That's about a B+, 80.
Yeah. No.
8 out of 10.
We can give our own grades. If you wanted to do 5 nerds out of 6 or however you wanted to do it, I'd have been cool with that. 3 Russian dolls inside 4, I've been cool with that. However you want to do it. You know what I mean.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean.
Any favorite standouts of the movie? Like, what'd you really like? Like, you're not spoiling, but like from the movie making aspect.
It was very, since it was taken from the journalist side, it seemed like they had a lot of those moments where it's as if, like, if you close your eyes, like you're taking a picture while you're watching, it's like anytime you closed your eyes, it was like its own picture.
Yes.
And so that's kind of what I enjoyed. Like,
It was an auditory experience.
Oh yeah. Like
He has said that the sound design on it from the beginning has been amazing.
Yeah,
Whoever did it.
I was about to say the visual and audio.
Yes.
Audio. Audio?
audio.
Audio.
Audio. The audio, the sound design for me
Yeah.
is, the sound design for me, I thought they deserved the Oscar. Walking out the theater the first time. The second time it was good too. It was no denying even the score and the music. I really liked it.
I loved the scope of things and Mayberry.
Oh my gosh. That little crazy town.
Oh.
And that's in the trailer, like where the little town's trying not to be part of the Civil War.
I
So
mean,
it's not a spoiler.
it's. I'd see that also happening though.
All day.
Little towns in the middle of nowhere.
People staying out of it.
They're trying not to get mixed up in it.
Right.
There's
When
a
it
war
was just
going
like-
on over there, but we're over here.
Right.
So
But I think it was also meant to give that like small glimmer of hope
Yes.
in the face of the
great
stuff they're about to go
adversity.
into. You know.
Yes. There's something that I had forefront that I can't remember now.
Woo, we made him forget. He'll remember though.
I will.
I know.
He'll come back around, whether it be
Yeah.
during this or afterwards when he goes, "Oh,
Oh man, we got to set back up. No.
go to get up
Redo
and have to
the
sit
whole
back down."
video.
Right. Wagner Mora, to be honest, is the dude that I really liked. You know, I really liked his character. And to me, again, second time watching it, best performance from Kirsten Dunst for me in her career. Like, I really loved her in this movie. It was great.
It was.
Yeah. And that's saying something, because she's won some awards and she's been in some good stuff.
I was about to say she was the I've seen some shit person of the movie.
Yes. But I mean, she's always been a good actress.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah,
Lots of
loved it.
character growth from
Yes.
beginning to end.
that was another thing I really liked about this movie. At least them two, and a little bit of Wagner Moore's character, not near as much as the two leading ladies. Like, they went on an arc, a character arc through this movie, like big time. And it's crazy by the end of it, where they're at,
Yeah.
in the whole scheme of things.
Well, do we want to go to spoilers?
Yep, I think we're about to.
I was about to say, where are they?
Because we're about the point where we just got to start blah, blah, blah. All right, y'all. We're about to talk spoilers for Civil War. So from here on out, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. I mean, if you don't care, you can stay, but I advise you to go watch it.
And then come back and finish.
That's right. And then come back and finish, and then tell us what you thought about it. In 3, 2, 1. All right.
Ladies first.
Oh, I get to go first?
That's right.
Cool. I was not prepared to go to first.
Who's on first?
What's on second?
I don't know.
It's on third.
Okay.
Roll the clip.
I will.
On the St. Louis team, we have who's on first, what's on second. I don't know's on third.
Alright, so Kaylee Sweeney's character, the character growth from the beginning, where she was this cowering. Well, okay, I'm not going to say cowering because she was.
She did run up in that group.
Yeah,
at the
she
beginning.
did.
She has
And
some
then
nerves.
she got knocked down.
Yeah.
And that was really where it started.
Yeah, I remember sitting in the theater and that woman come running by with the big flag.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just like, oh, no. And I just don't understand that because you just blew up everybody's supplies, their water and all that stuff, because that's what it was all about. And now you're just making people have less. I never understood that,
I think it was more of the...
Warfare does not make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but was she a soldier, you think?
She was a suicide bomber.
She was her own suicide bomber for sure.
Or at least she's supporting one
She
side of it.
was a Western Front supporter.
Was it a Western Front flag that she was flying, or was it an actual flag?
I thought it was the United States flag.
It may have been.
Because, I mean, like,
But-
we still see the 2-star flag.
Yeah.
But then there's the normal flag.
Right.
And so I couldn't see clearly enough to tell if it was a normal one
I
or
have to go
not.
back and look. That was a good little opener for us. And it did slow down a few times, but those few times that it slowed down, there was good character growth and good character development between them, and you got to see, especially the three older characters, how they had interacted and how they knew each other.
Yes.
Like, there were no flashbacks or nothing,
Yeah.
but you could tell how they acted around each other and how they ended up talking with each other, that they really knew each other and everything.
I think it was, like, for me, the reason why I kind of, like, started withdrawing from the movie at that point was because we started out and everything started going crazy and it was hectic. And then, boom, this big old thing happened. Like, even while I was sitting there, I was just like, oh, shit.
Right.
Like, watching it. And then it's dead for, like, a chunk of the movie. And that's what threw me off. Was because, like, I got thrown into this, here's the warfare, and then there was, like, nothing.
Right, for a little bit. Yeah.
And that was the only reason why I withdrew for a while.
Everybody talks about and we'll get to it, that Jesse Clemens part, but I really did like the sniper part.
Oh, yeah, I
Yes.
love the sniper
When
part.
when the dude kept asking them questions and he was like, hey man, somebody's shooting at us. We're shooting at them. Like, they're trying to kill us. We're trying to kill them. What don't you understand about that? Like,
Someone's trying to kill us. We are trying to kill them.
like
Can you guys shut the hell up?
that's right. I think that was also when a switch had started, a switch had started flicking in Kirsten Dunst's head.
Because she wasn't really trying to get anything.
No.
And at that point, that was the point where she was looking at the flowers. And everything.
Yes. And and right there, she was just getting too much. She done had too much and was fed up with it all. And I know it doesn't, at the end, it doesn't say for sure, but, I'm pretty sure she died.
Yes.
But,
Yeah.
That was one of my statements right afterwards. Was my initial thought was, oh, she had to die for Kaylee's character, Jesse
Jesse.
to step up
I
Right.
mean,
and fill those shoes. But
even if she didn't, it would still be the same thing. It was like the train. Oh gosh, what's the student passes the mentor
Surpasses, yeah.
because the photo of the president.
Yes.
And everything at the end of the movie. Like,
Right.
I know we skipped a chunk in the middle, but
Oh, no, we can go back and
But
talk
yeah.
about it, yeah.
But that photo of the president at the end, no one else had a interview with the president in like a year and 2 months. I think it was like 14 months. is what they
14 months,
said.
yeah. 14
And so
months.
got the last interview with the president before he died and got that picture.
I
can't-
mean, was it an interview? Because he said a quote, Mr. President, please don't let.
Yeah, please don't let him kill. It was perfect. You sniveling little bastard. Like, you put this whole country through this shit and you're sitting here begging like a bitch now. Like, fuck you. I'd have shot your ass too. Like, just for real.
Oh, okay. Now my point on the whole thing was the fact that not only were like the soldiers trying to keep them out of the danger, but it was like they were moving like the soldiers. They were kind of like at the shots you saw kind of were like the same as how the soldiers were standing.
Yes.
And so the entire thing was pretty much like they were in this for a different part of the war, but they were also soldiers.
Yeah.
too.
Oh,
Right.
And
All
I
right.
enjoyed that.
that first little interaction, because they stop and have their little night of smoking and chilling, and he's seeing the warfare over there. And then the next morning they go, and it's that little. They're having that fight in that little city area or whatever in them buildings, and you can see Kirsten Dunst's character as she moves with the soldiers. She moves exactly like them, like, and Kaylee doesn't. But at the end of the movie,
It's swapped.
yes, Kaylee is moving exactly with them soldiers and ahead of some of them, and still in with them.
There was something I was going to say about Winston Mora?
Wagner.
Mora. I'll get it right one day. Was that first little, how he was like holding on to her,
Oh,
pushing her
yes.
out, pulling her back in, and
Yes. They. I'm not saying that they were. What do you want to call it? Responsible, very responsible for taking this little girl out. I mean, she was an adult.
Yeah.
But they did a pretty good job of mentoring and trying to teach her the ropes while going through all this
Yes.
crazy ass shit. Like,
But I mean, that's their work condition. Though,
Yes.
is they work under this stress consistently. So
right. The director, Alex Garland, he grew up in a house of photojournalists. And that's why he wanted to make this movie. Or part of the reason he wanted to make this movie is because that's how he grew up, is around them all. And he wanted to tell something from their story, because nothing's really ever been told from their story like this.
yeah,
So they were wanting to, here he was wanting to. And A24 gave him the budget. It turned out pretty good.
it did. It did.
I'm about to say I
I
loved it.
thoroughly enjoyed. I really did enjoy all of it, even the slow parts.
Right.
Because it was a slow burn, but we got a lot of character building
Yes.
in the slow burn.
Of course. And on purpose, I've been holding
Like,
off.
it could have gone. And he
Yeah,
was
yeah.
right.
Oh, it could have very well been more, but it'd cost more. Budget would have been bigger,
Yeah,
you know.
like I understand it. The movie was great. For
Yes.
the budget it had,
Right.
and
50
like,
million is
yeah.
all it took to make that movie.
I know.
Like, it was good.
Oh my gosh, it was a good movie. I loved it, and it felt a lot like. It felt too real.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
is
Oh,
where I'm-
yes.
Like
Because
that's
the country
what
we
it
live
was.
in right now is just a steam pot or whatever you want to call it. Like a tea kettle. It's just steaming and it's just ready to blow. Mm-hmm. And it don't matter who, like to me, it don't matter who's in office. Like either side, both sides seem to be ready to just go to war over it. And, yeah. So yeah, it does seem kind of real.
We got to the what kind of America are you?
Oh well, hold on, because the demographics for this movie, I'm sorry, it popped in my head.
You're good.
Yeah, you get.
We're even across the board when it comes to conservative or liberal, or Republican or Democrat. Like it was pretty much almost even who came to see this movie in the theaters. So, you know, both sides were coming to watch. And I hope it scared some of them, or at least, man,
Open.
we don't want to do
Open
this.
their eyes.
Yes.
Right, we don't want to do this. Like hate is not. I don't care how much.
And that's like that's the hidden meaning in this movie.
Yes.
Is to throw that in there, because even at that, like the Kirsten Dunst, her character, like she was talking about how she was going off into these other wars across the world and everything, coming back with these photos to be like, hey,
As a warning
don't
of
do
we don't
this.
do
That's
Like,
right.
And here they are now doing it.
On our land.
Every time I survived the war zone, I thought I was sending a warning home. Don't do this. But here we are.
Like in our country. It still hits. when I went and seen it in theater, it hit really hard to watch them just roll up into Washington D.C. and just start destroying it. Like it, I realized that I really still do love my country more than I realized when I was watching it, because it was heartbreaking to watch these people go into Washington and just tear it down.
The monuments being destroyed.
Yes, just tear it down. Like it was. But I mean, and if it happened, that's what would happen. Like, you know. Like. But I've been trying to hold off on this scene till like the end of the video so we could really talk about it, because that's the one that everybody been talking about, and that's the Jesse Plemons. What kind of American are you? Mm-hmm. Like, so if you want to discuss it, I'm ready.
I was disgusted.
It was a racist scene. That's what it was.
I mean, it was.
Because it wasn't a question of, are you the Western Front American or are you the United States America? No. It's, are you American?
Are you like North American? Central American?
Right.
Yeah, no, that was, and as soon as he said Hong Kong, I was like, no. And yeah, he was gone.
Yeah. Oh, you could look in the pile. There wasn't that many white people.
Mm-hmm.
There was like
pile.
one in plaid, but he looked Irish.
Well, he had red hair.
Yes.
But he was still a white dude. Like, you can tell. Yeah, and that's how they set it up to be and everything. And that was another point that these people were talking about was he was labeled a conservative, but he wasn't. Like, in the movie, like, that's just your viewpoint on it all. If you don't think people ain't going to start taking folks out, and I don't care their race, whether they treated them wrong when they were kids, like, you think people are just going to start taking people out. Mm-hmm. And he had a group of people behind him and digging holes and filling them with bodies and lie or whatever. You know what I mean? Yeah. Nope. Kill them all. Like, I don't think he cared. And I think he would have killed them all anyway. Because just like dude said, I don't think they wanted anybody to see what they were doing.
Yeah.
Like, in the end, I don't think any of them would have lived.
That was a whole. Oh man! As much as like I get it, they're like photographers and press and everything, but pick up the damn gun.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Like there were a couple moments, like there was a good chunk of the movie. I was like, okay, they don't need to mess with the gun, but like part of that spot right there, that would have been one of those moments where like, pick up the gun.
Yeah.
Very much so.
It was great, dude. Come flying in with the truck though.
Yeah, he did.
Oh man, but I ended up calling he was gonna end up dying.
Yeah.
Like that was whenever it showed the back, like behind him, I was looking for a bullet hole in the seat, but I couldn't see one. And then sure enough, like he was bleeding out, and I was like, dang it.
That's right. And he was great. They were all great. All the actors. Yes. They played great roles. Man.
The first. We didn't even talk about it when they stopped to get gas.
Oh, yeah, and the bodies hanging.
The looters, where they were trying to make her choose.
Yes. And we're Canadian. We found out Canadian money was real good.
A lot more.
Yeah, because it's a stable economy.
That's right.
Oh, man. Oh, God, when they come hauling ass out of the White House in those 3 black vehicles, oh, my God. Charging past a tank.
Yeah, the balls. Oh. There was 2 tanks out there, and they was just gonna ride out. Man, like, yeah. But that's what they were—a diversion. I mean, I don't know what a diversion for what. Like, I'd have been the president.
To be honest, I was hoping, or I think they were hoping that they would have blown up.
Or got away and they'd had to chase him away or something?
Yeah.
Like,
and would have thought he was in it, and then he'd have had time to get away while they were chasing down the...
Yeah, I'd have been trying to get away.
Jump out a window.
Something. I'd have had a gun. Mm-hmm. Like, they might have killed me.
But have a bunker for situations like this?
Well, yeah, but I'm sure... Well, maybe not. I was going to say, I'm sure other parts of the military would know how to access that.
Yeah.
because it's our military. There's secret ways out the White House. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Fuck that shit.
Can sneak her in somehow.
That's right. Like Maryland got in and out somehow. Just saying. Well, I mean, it made $68 million here domestically, and another what, 43 million nation or worldwide, like
Regardless,
international. It's like 113
like-
million.
Yeah, that's like twice, like doubled what they put in.
It's A24's highest budget and its second highest box office take, behind Everything Everywhere All at Once.
That's a great movie.
It is.
I forgot I had something here, but it's gone.
Yeah.
We're not redoing the video.
No.
No, it was. I had something really good that I was gonna say, but it'll be fine.
Right.
I'll figure it out.
You sure?
Was it really
Yeah.
good, or did your brain just decide, nope, don't need to say that, and deleted it?
It might have been that too. It was a good movie.
It was.
It was a great movie.
Yeah, and I enjoyed all of the cinematography that came
was.
with it, and
They shot it great. Mm-hmm. The visuals, like when, especially after dude got shot and they were riding through the woods on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm not a big country fan, but I still enjoyed the music in that scene. Like, 'cause it seemed to go with the scene.
Yes.
Like, you know,
It fit the situation.
it did.
And if it fits, it's
that was too real a movie.
It was.
That's where I'm a stand, because like I'm a fan of the realistic. Like this could happen, and so when I watched it, I was just like, okay, that's a little too close to home here.
Too close. It was home. Like,
Yeah,
I know.
definitely watch it.
Yes. B plus for me. Watch it.
I agree with his grade, a B plus.
That's right.
8 out of 10. So I guess B.
That's right. Well, y'all, if you like what we do here, hit that thumbs up and subscribe, comment, check his channel out, Metacaster.
Yes,
That's right.
sir.
I'll make sure to put something up on the screen for y'all. I've been Chuck.
I've been Brandy.
And I've been Johnny.
This has been the Legion of Nerds. Y'all don't have too much fun.
One nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. God bless America.